we are done. I have gone and built a custom tree. It is not something I bothered recording because it took me so long to figure out how to do. I ended up watching a YouTube tutorial, which then didn't make any sense, and I watched a couple of different ones and then kind of just took bits from each of it to make this. I mean, it's not the best as far as custom trees go. There are certainly ones that are much nicer, but for me, I'm happy with this little build. Got a bunch of different plants in here. Not actually see anything. I did put in a couple of the acacia saplings and just chuck some string on top so it wouldn't grow, but we just got some kind of color diversity there that ties in the background and the shades there. These should all stay at the same height because I've chucked in some string on there as well. We've got some kind of sugarcane sprinkled about. And then on the other side as well, we've got some bamboo with string on it, so it kind of stays the same. I just wanted to kind of create some height on the other side, so it is comparable to the other slightly with the height of the tree. Not matching in height exactly, but just kind of to create those level variations, so it's not just like one even downward slope. And we've got some more little plants out the back here as well. Random pink boat, what that is. And then we also made some banners. I don't really know what they are. It's just, I thought they were really pretty. I found them on Planet Minecraft, then just followed the step-by-step thing to be able to make it, and I think they turned out really well. They look quite nice. And then we've got them here, so like they've kind of like, you know how in like a bunch of little Japanese restaurants they have the little things that hang over the doors. I just thought it was cute. And then in here we've got the plants and the stuff that we had before. We have to add the pricing because I not done that. I just moved everything in. And we will also be selling name tags, as well as totems in here. We don't currently have much stock of the totems in here because it's all at the other place, and we haven't been to the end yet, so we don't have access to shulker boxes. And considering it's an unstackable item, I've not been able to bring very many back with me since actually setting up the farm. So stock will come. But for the meantime, I have already given each of the members of the Resolute SMP a little freebie of these bad boys. So all of them will have one at their houses at the starter base area here, at the spawn area rather. Just so they can test out the product for free. You know, just see how it goes, see how it works. I mean, they'll probably know, but it was just more of a quote-unquote marketing strategy more than anything. But yes, anyway, besides the point, I think it turned out really nicely. And if we jump up here, I can also chuck on a version with the shaders. And it just looks absolutely stunning. Like the glow against the background there, like the way the tree just kind of waves in the background. It looks absolutely incredible. And I think it's kind of a standout. Initially, it just looked like a very plain building. And it kind of speaks to the fact that you don't have to have a lot of different blocks in an actual build itself. You can make something interesting by just adding leaves and plants and other random stuff you've gathered. Like, I've even used saplings for decoration. Like, use what you've got available to you. You don't have to kind of go out and get all these really crazy expensive and complicated blocks. Just use what you got, and you can kind of turn something in basic into something incredible relatively simply. But yeah, now that that is done, I want to go ahead and do something a little bit different. I have a lot of TNT, thanks to the fact I, 1, live in the desert, and 2, have a, what's it called? Raid farm. And that raid farm gives me a lot of gunpowder. We have a lot of TNT, and I don't really have anything to use it for aside from exploding things in the nether. So I figured, why don't we explode a couple of these stacks and see how much ancient debris we can find down in the depths. ready to get this party going. Ooh, that is loud. Ah, explosion didn't keep going. Oh, at least we already got some ancient debris. Crikey. It's loud. I know. Ooh, there's some more up there. That's nice. So from this entire tunnel that we exploded out, I think in like what, 5-10 minutes? I think 10 minutes is probably being a bit dramatic. I've got some friends down there, great. We got 11 pieces of debris. It was about a stack and a bit of TNT, which, I mean, considering how easy it was to collect, I'm not mad at that. But basically what I'm going to do is do a couple more stacks, and I will see you back on the surface after clear out these little guys. And we're back from the nether. We got quite a lot. I think it's... Nope, that's not what I wanted. I think it's more than we do need to get everything turned into netherite. We got 36, which I think is a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I only needed 8. So that's good. We'll have a spare one. I have got some gold cooking up because I left all of my gold up at the not the iron farm. What is it? The raid farm. So I've got all that cooking up at the moment. Oh, is that more diamonds? Huh. I didn't know I had that in there. See, this is why you need to organize your chests. Because you find things. I mean, it's kind of like a nice little surprise, I guess. So that's good. But in here, I've got some spares, so don't freak out that I've got these in here. I've gone through and duplicated them all already, so that they will be good to go. But yeah, now we've just got to wait for the iron to cook up, and we can get going. Now, let's make 9 ingots. Fantastic. Let's turn off shaders, because that's going to get annoying and laggy. Where... Oh, here it is. Oh, so that and that. And we'll do our shovel. Do our axe. Do our other pickaxe. Do the that. The that. That. And that. Hey. Oh, we are dripping. Look at that. Episode 3, and I'm already in debris. I mean, to be fair, I had the strong advantage of having a lot of things already set up. Like, we had the mines already set up that went down to every single ore type you could possibly need. We already had a nether hub. Like, there were already so many resources readily available when I first joined in episode 1 that it gave me a very unfair advantage and was allowing me to move at a much faster rate than everyone else. Very empty ender chests. Quite sad. So, as you can see, we went through quite a lot of TNT. But it paid off because we have a lot of netherite. Alrighty, I have been a little busy since the last clip. As you can see here, I set up a little sprint timer thing that will tell us how fast something moves. God, we've got another raiding party just as the sun sets. Of course we do. Aha! No bad omen for me. But yes, I have been breeding horses. As you probably saw in the first episode, as well as people like Duke's episodes, plural, is they had a little horse stead going on over there, but I am being quite heavily reliant on speed and horses at the very beginning of the season, and to be fair, for the long term of the season as well. Horses are going to play a pretty big role in the usability of what we will be building throughout this season. So I wanted to get a fast horse. I was wondering why they were all looking at me. I forgot I was holding carrots. um, yeah, so I have got an almost perfect set of horses here. So all of these ones that I've got left over are speed 13 and jump 4. And if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure the top speed is 14 and the top jump height is 5. I wanted to do a quick little build. I have a kind of general idea in mind. It's just going to be one of those kind of stock standard like desert house designs. But I wanted to build something where I can brew potions and store potion materials and all those kinds of things. As it is something I will be using quite a lot of throughout my adventures. Like especially things like when we go to the deep dark, for example. We're going to need potions of night vision. We're going to need all sorts of things, and trying to get that earlier on, so we're not rushing to get things done and obtained, would be nice. So what I'm going to do is jump into a little bit of a time lapse as soon as I'm finished clearing this area. And yeah, we're just going to throw something together and see how we go. So I've been busy. I ended up jumping on a call with Miney and Knightfox, and it kind of went for a really long time. And we just kind of hung out, did our own things. It was just chatting for quite a while. I actually couldn't tell you how long, but it was quite a while. But I've got ahead and like 90% finished the rest of this build. I've put in a bunch of pathways and stuff that link up this area to the main house. I've got a bit more heavy out here, as I think this is going to be like a bit more towny of a place, whereas this is going to be a bit more private residential. This is the rich person looking out on the townies of the little area. I don't know. Maybe that's the law. Maybe it's not. It sounds kind of mean, but at the same time, it's kind of funny. I don't know. Anyway, as we do come in here, I have gone and set out all of the ingredients that we will use our potion making stuff. Um, it's not really laid out in any kind of sensical way, but I mean, it's got everything we will need to make potions and stuff. And then up here we've just got a pretty simple bedroom. Nothing in here yet. Didn't know what to put in there, so I just kind of left it. Got one of two balconies here. And then this does also go up onto the roof. So whoever's house this is will be able to look out across not only the ocean but the town, and maybe even spy on the rich wanker that lives in that house. Yeah, anyway, I got this pretty tiny little farm. It's already producing more nether wart than I will probably ever need. Like, it is so unnecessarily large. But, ooh, that's spider eyes. It's nether wart. There it is. Yeah, so that's everything with this little house. Another thing you'll probably notice that is different is the horse setup here. So by complete fluke, I managed to get another speed up in these horses here, which ooh, the gate's open. Which I've been breeding up. I've got a couple different colors already. This full brown, and the brown with the white socks seems to be the most dominant. And the one thing I haven't been able to kind of get an improvement on is the jump. So we're still stuck on 4-block jump, and the goal is 5. But this little fella here is pretty damn fast. So these are a lot of the things that I will need for long term throughout the entirety of the season. Starting off with something pretty simple. It is just a wool farm. That's why I've classified these as relatively easy. Some of them might be a little bit harder than others because I them before. But things like the bamboo farm, I've never done, but I mean, I've done a sugarcane farm, so it can't be that different. Moss farm, I've done 100 times. I just can't remember how to do it. Third with the Skelly Skull, we've got 2 already. One from our first visit to the Nether, and our second one, I can't remember how I got it, but I think I was just trying to escape, and then I got a skull randomly. Basalt Generator, because that's going to be a block we are going to use a lot of. Glow Lichen, because, I mean, Glow Lichen is just absolutely essential. Cactus Farm, because green is my favorite color. A second Sniffer Farm. We still have this one here at the spawn area, but once we do move away and go to the main area where we'll be for the longevity of the season, that is something I do want to take over there as well. 2 Tall Flower Farm. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I'm going to be decorating with a lot of flowers when it comes to terrain building stuff. Sea Pickle Farm, Froglight Farm, if no one else does it. So this is more medium and hard. Villager Trading, I was always planning on doing this, because a couple of these I will be utilizing a lot of, such as the... Where are they? Oh, the Farmers... I think it's the stonemasons, the ones who sell the particular blocks, like the quartz and the bricks and the other stuff, and like the terracottas and all of that. Those I will use a lot of. I think it's like the cartographers sell the item frames, the armorers and the weaponsmiths straightforward, and librarians pretty straightforward. But another thing that I love about librarians is that they sell like the bookcases, they sell glass. They also have those like little light things. Call them lantern. That's it. It's a lantern. And another big part of all of this will be zombie curing. So I will need a lot of gold. I've got all my potions and stuff. And we've got all the apples. Thankfully, farmers trade the apples, which is great. A super smelter with lava. I've never actually done one before, so that's why I put it in medium hard. Dripstone farm, mud farm, and wheat, because we need the mud to turn into the compressed or packed mud or whatever the hell you call it. But I think I have probably been rambling for a bit too long now. So I just wanted to say thank you for coming along with me this episode. It was another pretty relatively chaotic one. We did lots of random things. I talked a lot. I do love a good monologue, I know that. But in next episode, I will be going on an adventure with the rest of the Resolute members. I won't tell you what it is yet, but you will see quite shortly. I'm looking forward to it. I think we're actually going later today. So the said adventure will be over by the time you even see this video. But again, thank you for joining me. If you did like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and leave a comment down below. If you have any feedback or you wanted to just say hi, say hi. Yeah, I will see you in the next one. Thank you for coming. Goodbye.